So my name's Nadia. I am a hypnotherapist. My past history is I've worked 25 years in NHS in radiotherapy. As a clinical practitioner, so I used to prescribe and do everything else like that. So I'm bringing my complex condition management into hypnotherapy. So I trained what I do recently. So I think this is the first year. So July will be my birthday, hypnotherapy birthday. And the reason why I got onto this is because I was struggling with pain management and happened to be at my chiropractor clinic, and they advertised for hypnotherapy training. And I was like, oh, it's interesting. I'll give it a whirl. And I'm so glad I did, because it really helped me to manage my pain. But also what it did help, and it has helped subsequently, is get myself into little routines that I really struggled to do. Really, young children are young, you're trying to get them organised, trying to get yourself to work full time too. And I forgot about, looking after myself, i.e. feeding myself in the morning and all that sort of stuff. So it really helped to shift my priorities and actually, do that sort of stuff. So that's where I got in with hypnotherapy. Yeah. So I usually say my marketing aspect is like people that know what they need to do, but still remain stuck. And that's quite a lot of people did in some places. We always know what we need to do, but we just, for some reason, doesn't matter how hard we try, we just keep on going down the path of least resistance. So I help support people move and transition through from that. So that can be a wide range of anything from anxiety to stress to pain to confidence, phobias, fears, you name it. I can probably work with it. And I have a special interest in pain, neurodiversity as well, just because I am. And I also welcome complex conditions, so things like fibromyalgia and FND and all those sort of things. I've got a lot more going on than what appears. So the first session is, I usually work on a block of 5. The first session is literally about me gaining trust, basically, and experiencing what hypnosis might be. So hypnosis is a state of natural being. If you've driven somewhere then and haven't quite realised how you got there, sort of autopilot, that's a form of hypnosis. Same with like when you get engrossed in a book, or you've got yourself immersed in a film and you've reacted, you've cried, you shouted, you laughed, whatever. That is a form of hypnosis. You're transferring and focusing on that particular thing. But this time we're taking the focus inwards. So I explain a bit about what that is for the first session, and then I go through a process of what I'll do. So I tend to do like a muscle relaxation induction, being very aware. Did you know that people can't visualize? Yep. Some people cannot visualize. So if I said to you and I said, look, Ben, can you picture an apple for me, a red apple?
I can see a red apple.
You can see a red apple. Some people can't at all. So I'd be asking you these sort of questions just to make sure that I tailor the session to you, so that, if you can't visualize and I turn around and say, I'll visualize this, you'll be like, no, I can't. And you'll be getting really stressed out. So it's not very useful. So I make sure we're using all the sort of like senses, so feel, touch, think, hear. We do the first session is always, we do a bit of change, any work on whatever you want to come and achieve, and that's it. And then the second session is all about going a little bit deeper, seeing where there's a root of the problem. And then third, fourth, the subsequent sessions are all about building you back up and keep working towards your goal, or goals, because that sometimes can change. Yeah, so with pain, it's about, there's a couple of things. It's about accepting the pain. So the more you resist it, the more it will persist. So it's making amends. I mean, the pain is there. Your body is filtering out so much information. So you sat there in that chair now. I should imagine you don't feel your seat very well, do you? I brought your attention to it now, but I bet you get, before that, your feedback may not have been going that far. So I help with calming down those signals, because sometimes in pain, your body gets stuck. So it keeps on doing that same loop, even when pain may not be present, or and that's for some cases. In other cases, it's just a case of being able to acknowledge the pain, because it's a way of your body shouting at you and telling you that something's not quite right. Sometimes that's great for immediate. If you stubbed your toe, that's obvious. Yeah, that's instant ow, and you hop around and do stuff. Whereas in, sometimes like long-term pain, you've got that shoulder pain, but is it immediate? Is it life-threatening? Have I broken it? Okay, no, fine. Well, thank you for letting me know. And as soon as you sort of have that conversation, that pain just quietens it down a bit. And there's also, with people with long-term pain, they get so lost in it. It becomes their whole life. And again, it's about bringing that balance back and, balancing out with the good stuff. And that's really quite a nice little technique just to, again, help. I don't say I'm going to get rid of pain. And the other thing about pain is that sometimes it's emotional and it's not necessarily a physical, functional issue. It's sometimes repressed emotions from years gone by that's beginning to be processed by the body. So allowing we can release some of that. And I think I had one client come in, she was just about to get married and lots of shoulder pain, and she's really stressed about getting into her wedding dress because she had to put her arm up and do that way. And it turned out it was something in her childhood that needed to be worked through, accepted, and since then, full mobility, no more problems. When you work with me as well, I will support you in learning some sort of nervous system regulation techniques so that you can just keep your calm, keep it down. Because again, stress is another component.
So whereabouts do you work? Is that at your home, or do you go to people else?
So I am at my home at the moment. I also, on Monday afternoons, I work at Lowford Chiropractic Clinic when people are booked in for that. But yes, at the moment I'm in my home environment.
How long do sessions usually last? Is it like an hour?
So the sessions are up to 90 minutes. I'm in no hurry with the clients so that, I've got the space and time for them. But yeah, I say up to 90 minutes. I am on social media, Facebook, Instagram. So I've had a lot of people come through Facebook groups and things. And just broaching LinkedIn. But yes, I have my own website and I'm also registered with the Hypnotherapy Directory. And I've got my own registration with the General Hypnotherapy Council and CNH, Complementary Healthcare Professionals. So I've got a few registrations there. But yes, Hypnotherapy Directory, social media, and my website.
Brilliant. So, need to educate me here. Is there a formal qualification you have to sort of pass to be a hypnotherapist?
Yeah, so at the moment it's not regulated as such. It's not as in comparison to my degree and my qualification and my professional body registration, it's not demanded that you do that. So I have got formal qualification. I've got a diploma and certificates, and because of my background history, I have opted to be accredited with a professional regulation body so that I can reassure people coming through that I am not somebody just learned something off the internet and hope for the best, because there's so much out there that I just think no. So that's very important to me that I have a code of ethics, professional regulation support, and insured, and everything else is all up together.
Brilliant.
And DBS. Yeah, I think most people come to me after they've had many psychological inputs. So they may have done talking therapy, CBT, or something else, and they all have their place. And what I found is that they've come and I've been able to access some of the things that they haven't been able to do with talking therapies alone. So I always say, give something a try, because you just never know what it'll be for you. And it's not like meditation. So if your brain's like really, really busy, like mine, it can cope with it. Not a problem. That's it. So just give it a whirl. You never know. The worst thing is going to happen. You'll be a little bit more relaxed.